What's up, Capricorn? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, it is time for love. So, let's talk about what's going on in November. And I'm sorry, I just had to push that out of the shot because it would have bothered me. I don't have OCD, but I would have felt like I did. But yeah, guys, let's see what's going on for you in love for the month of November. Now, I know that love can be very complicated. I know I'm reading for a lot of people. So at the end of this reading, guys, I will be doing some separate advice cards for couples. I'll be doing some advice cards for those who are single, and then I'll be doing advice cards for those kind of in a gray area who find themselves kind of in between and they're kind of not sure where they are in love. So we'll do that. Now, keep in mind, guys, that this reading is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Capricorn signs. Okay, and it could be your energy I'm picking up on, or it could be the energy of someone around you, someone close to you. So we'll see. All right, so we're going to take a past, present, and future look. All right, guys, so what is going on for you in love? Now, guys, I do post daily energies every day on my Instagram, High Vibrations Tarot. And I have a personal Instagram, High Vibrations 44. All of this info is in the description below if you guys want to check that out, okay? All right, guys, so what can you expect in love November 2019? All right, guys, so we have your past, present, and future. Okay, so the energy that we have here is a really good one, the High Priestess. So I love this card a lot in any case in life, because it just shows a person who's very aware, someone who's very woke, someone who is very in tune with their environment. This is someone that they can trust their gut feeling, that even if they don't have, solid proof on something, their gut feeling is strong enough to guide them through that situation. All right, behind that, we have the Queen of Pentacles and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So something very good happens for you, and it's like you feel like you're kind of winning the lottery in something that has to do with love. But at the same time, you're also realizing that something would be reckless for you to go towards. And it's like you look at it and you say, oh no, like I know that this would be a mistake. And you see it. You see it for the mistake that it would be. And you see how reckless it would be to get to it. And yeah, with the Seven of Cups in the verse, that's something, again, that's just very, very clear to you. Okay? So let's talk about this. So let's start with your past, guys. The first card that you have is the Eight of Wands. Now, with the Eight of Wands coming out, this could be communication that you have with another person. This is also a card about, just action, something being reciprocated. So if you're texting someone, they're texting back at a good pace. There's that constant ping pong back and forth, okay? So why is this Eight of Wands here? Knight of Swords in the reverse. And you have the Four of Wands, okay? For some of you, maybe you're dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini in this, or maybe this is just the energy you take on or the energy that someone else takes on. But it's like there's something in your life that you're discussing, or maybe someone that you're talking to, and there's something just reckless about this. And I see someone kind of being stoic and having to think logically about the situation and cut out anything that could be detrimental to them, and they could feel a loss in regards to that. But it's like you find stability in cutting something out. Okay, I see something that's being rejected. I'm going to pull one more card here just to kind of get a clearer understanding of what this is trying to say. We have the Judgment card in the reverse. So yeah, you guys see something that is reckless. Maybe you're being reckless. Maybe someone around you is acting reckless. And with the Judgment card in the reverse, it's more than just saying, oh, this isn't good for me. This is when you're making like a final call. This is why the Judgment card is so powerful. Is this good for me? Is this not good for me? So when you make a decision and it's being portrayed, with the Judgment card, that's like a final call. There's no back and forth with this. It's, you're setting your mind to something, and that's what it is. All right, so you just knew that something was just imbalanced for you, that it wasn't conventional for you, wasn't meant to really be in your life. all right, and you accepted that for what it is. So maybe this is a person. Maybe this is the way that you were going about a relationship with a person. So maybe you just got rid of like bad habits. Maybe you're communicating better with somebody. Okay, but whatever was reckless here, whether it was the person or something that was happening with another person, you guys know it's a bad call. Okay, the next card that you guys have is the Knight of Wands. So maybe you're dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or this could portray someone who just exudes themselves in a very passionate and charismatic and just very powerful and fiery way. So let's see why this is here. We have the Six of Swords. And we have the Death card, all right? Some of you are just moving away from a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. There's a big change happening here. Others of you could just be moving away from something where there's a lot of passion, or moving away from something and going towards something that is a lot of passion. The good thing about the Death card is that it's kind of like a snake shedding its skin. So yeah, there is something that's being left behind, but it usually has a very good effect on you, all right? But there's someone that was just unhappy in something, okay? I feel though that at the same time while all of this was happening, a lot of you could have been manifesting something that was actually good for your soul, something that feels good. Maybe you were getting closer to someone. So that could be something that came in after you releasing something. So maybe you mended things with the person and now it's all better. Or maybe you dropped something that just was unconventional and now you're going towards something more natural. But your soul is really at ease. Okay, if there's any loss or sadness, something comes in to kind of help that subside, and maybe that causes arguments with you and somebody else. But something does come in that you feel very, comfortable with. The last card that you guys have here is the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So whatever situation which is very, very burdening for you, you drop it. It's too tumultuous. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want the burden of it. We have the Queen of Wands. So yeah, maybe it could have been a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sag. And we have the Justice card in the reverse. So either this was something karmic that just wasn't meant to be in your life anymore. Maybe somebody was seeing, multiple people and there was an injustice in that manner. But whatever this was, guys, whether it was you or somebody else involved, it's like somebody was moving forward with something, not having all the facts on it. And it's something that just could have been very toxic for you, at the end of it. All right, so I feel like for a lot of people, again, there could be a sense of dissatisfaction or unhappiness, but there is a new beginning that's coming in, or that was already there. Now, in the present moment, guys, the first card that we have on love is the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So this is usually someone from the past trying to come back in. Is there someone that you're trying to reach out to? Is there someone that's reaching out to you, who's trying to reconcile with who here? Why is this Eight of Cups in the reverse? You have the Chariot. Let's get one more card here. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay. In most cases, guys, and again, I know I'm reading for thousands, but the strongest energy I see here is that there's unfinished business in the sense that there's someone who still wants to be in someone's life. But there's just something that's taking off so quickly, whether it's you going towards somebody else. It doesn't have to be someone else. It could be maybe you making a move in life. Maybe you're moving to another state. Maybe you're moving to another job. But just something new that's really going to take off and you're really in control of it. Or maybe the person you're dealing with is in control of their new start. But whatever this is that a person is trying to mend, going back to the past, I just don't see it happening. But I see that being a good thing. Okay, because I just, again, don't see it being conventional for you guys, whatever reconciliation this would be. But yeah, it's like there's loose ends that you have to tie here. Okay. The central energy that you guys have, and this is, the next card for the present moment, is the Tower card. So since this is in the center of this reading, I see this as something that everything kind of just taps into. And the Tower card talks about, a very huge change. This is when, the ground beneath us really gets shaken up. It doesn't necessarily say whether it's a good thing or whether it's a bad thing, but it is a very significant change that you do feel in your life. So let's see why this is here. You guys have the Six of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Seven of Swords. So something just isn't, you're looking at something, it's not successful. There's toxicity around it. and you know that getting into it would just bring unhappiness on. But you know, at the same time that this is happening, maybe there's secrets about this, or maybe you're keeping certain things about your life, your love life secret. But the big thing is you're releasing burden. The last card you guys have for the present moment is the Five of Wands in the reverse. So not fighting, not arguing, not wanting to get into anything petty. Four of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Eight of Swords. There's definitely conflict on something that you didn't know, or maybe something that a person didn't know in regards to you. And maybe mentally you're still stuck on that, but you've accepted the path where there's going to be the least amount of conflict, even though there could be some inner conflict that you're dealing with the situation. So let me just pull one more card here. We have the Strength card in the reverse. So yeah, someone's just feeling debilitated by something. Sorry guys, my computer cuts me off at some times and I was like really just talking, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit. But basically what I was saying is that I see a person who's kind of debilitated with the situation, whether, you know, they just feel like they put too much into it, or that it's literally just debilitating them and, you know, in their life just in general. But I feel it's coming off like it could strongly be the Capricorn, but again guys, I'm reading for so many people that it could be something happening to a Capricorn. But with what the card suggests, it's you guys not going towards something, okay? So I feel like either you guys call it quits on something and you're not interested in going in that direction, or even if someone calls quits on you or they just don't want to move forward with you, it's like you take it and you accept it for what it is and you don't move forward. So either way, it's like you're kind of leaving a situation alone. But I see you guys as very powerful. Again, guys, you know, this High Priestess keeps coming out for you guys. So just listen to your heart and listen to your soul right now. You're soul more than anything. So whatever gut instinct you get on a person, go with that. If you feel like something can work, go for it. You know, let yourself be vulnerable. If you feel like something is just draining you and it's not benefiting your life, then you have to go with that. So just be very, very honest with yourself and ask yourself, you know, with this person in my life, does it make me a better person? Do better things come in for me? Okay, because when it comes to love, a lot of people have the misconception that, you know, I can go through problems in my love life, but I can go to work and I can leave my problems at the door, or I can go to this party and just forget and, you know, not think about my problems at home. But the truth is, guys, when it comes to love, you can't what's the word for it? I always have trouble saying this, but you can't compartmentalize love and the effect that it has on you. So if it's a really good person and they treat you right and there's a lot of genuine good love there, you're just gonna find yourself just happy in life. And when you're happy, you know, on the home front, people see that at work, people see that with all these social events you go to, and you spread these good vibes. When love isn't good, it's gonna affect every part of your life, whether you see it at first or not. Okay, maybe you don't get a job as quickly because your energy is just terrible at interviews. All right, maybe you find yourself getting into car accidents or just bad things seeming to happen. That could all stem from a bad relationship. Okay, so does this help you or does it not? All right, you guys already know, and whatever move you make, it's going to be a powerful one. Okay, let's move forward with the future, guys. Now the first card that we have for your future is the Two of Wands in the reverse. So this is when you could be walking down a path that, you know, it could be the wrong one for you, or maybe someone feels lost with the path that they're on. We have the Emperor. And we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So the High Priestess is staying there. Guys, what I love is that despite how you're feeling, whether you're taking something hard or not, you are making wise decisions. All right, with the Emperor, this is someone who's going to really tap into that wisdom that they have, and they're going to look at their past experiences in life and what they've gone through in the past, and they're going to make whatever decision is better in the long run. So, you know, even if you don't want to let something go, this is you still letting it go if it's for the best. Okay, so there's just something that either you guys just stop entertaining it altogether, or you're just realizing that despite how many times you've tried to get something off the ground, it's just not going to work out in the way that you may have thought. So you guys do release something. And whether it's you or someone else around you, someone does feel upset about all of this. Why is this Queen of Cups in the reverse here? We have the King of Cups. And we have the Five of Cups in the reverse. For my Capricorns who are specifically dating a water sign or talking to a water sign in any way, shape, or form, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, then I could see possibly that person being upset and you guys just being over it, or vice versa. Maybe they're over it and you're the one that's upset. Okay, but someone here just really has strong emotions and burdens. But it's still showing that moving forward with whoever's burdening you, or you know, whatever situation is burdening you, it's a waste of time and effort. So again, I do see you guys being the ones to stop moving forward with something. The last card you guys have is the Four of Pentacles. So this is when a person is reserved about something. Okay, so let's just see why this is here. Sun card in the reverse. And you have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. You guys are going towards a direction where you're going to get wish fulfillment. For some of you, maybe there's something from the past that comes back in and that works out. Okay, but I see that being different from whatever you're releasing here. For others of you, you get something that that your soul is truly wishing for, but it's with leaving someone in the past. Okay, I just don't see you sticking with the same energy that's causing this burden. But you guys get to a point where you know what's blocking blessings for you, and maybe there could even be fighting and arguing around it, but you guys just protect yourself from that. I don't see you going with that. Either way, you get something that your soul is really wishing for, and your soul is really at ease with it, and you guys feel very powerful. Okay, just within yourself, just within love. So that's a very, you know, solid thing there. So I do, what, you know, despite what side of the spectrum you're on here, it benefits you, okay? So let's get into the advice portion, guys. We're going to start with Capricorn couples. All right, so what is the advice for you guys in November? And guys, the deck I'm using is the Wild Unknown Tarot, just in case anyone's interested in it. All right, so what is the advice for Capricorn couples? All right, so we have the Ten of Swords, Ace of Cups in the reverse, Two of Cups in the reverse. I see a fallout of some sort, okay? A betrayal of some sort here. Whether, you know, this could be a couple or, you know, a marriage that falls out, but it could also be something where maybe as a relationship or maybe as a couple you decided to do something with your partner, but maybe you guys got fucked over, okay? So maybe you guys like went to buy a car and said, yeah, let's buy this car, but you got ripped off somehow, okay? So it could be something like that you guys see as like shit, or, you know, just a fallout just in general. Let's clarify this. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Wands in the reverse, and Seven of Wands. So it's just something that's going to piss a person off. So if it's not something that you guys decide to reject as a couple, where it's just like, no, as a couple, we both decide not to do this anymore, then if it's not that, it'll be you guys just feeling fed up with someone and letting it go. So it's either a breakup or just something that you know isn't serving the relationship, so you just don't move towards that anymore, okay? So that's what I see for couples. All right, what about my single Capricorns? What is going on with you guys? What advice does the card have? Do the cards have, rather, for my single Capricorns? All right, we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Empress card. And we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So for my single Capricorns, it's like there's going to be a new start, either that you're going towards or that maybe you see someone going towards. And for some reason, this can start some arguing or some fighting, okay? So maybe you guys are single, maybe you're talking to multiple people, and then you just decide to move forward with one of them, and someone else is pissed off about it, okay? Or maybe you guys are talking to someone who is juggling multiple people, and you see them start something new and you're not happy about it. So let me just clarify this. Six of Wands in the reverse. Three of Wands. And you have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Whatever, with this Knight of Cups here, if you guys are talking to someone who's talking to multiple people, I don't see that working out. Okay. Or it could be that maybe you were talking to multiple people or you had different options, but you decide to no longer do that. Okay, so either you're dropping someone who's this way, or you're deciding, you know, not to play the field anymore because you want to start something new. Regardless, guys, something new comes in where you can really expand despite what this is. I'm going to name this reading Either Way You Win, because again, whether you're dropping someone and you're hurt about it, or you're, you know, going towards someone already and you're excited about that, you know, things are still good. Even if, you know, for those who are hurt, I still see a new beginning coming in where you're very, very happy and you can really expand. And despite where the arguing is coming from, you find balance. So whether this is something you wanted to happen or it's just naturally happening, or you're forced to have this happen, you guys still, you know, you're still in a very good place. So yeah, whether it's you or someone else having difficulty moving away from something, you still have a very emotionally fulfilling new start. And whatever it is that, you know, you're letting go, it's just something that wasn't conventional for you. So yeah, I see people committing to start something or to go in a good direction. Okay. All right. So for those in the gray area, and how would I define the gray area? Where maybe technically you're single, but your heart's not. Okay. Or those situations where it's like there could be someone in your life that you guys care about each other, and if one of you were to get in another relationship, the other would definitely be affected by it, although you might not have a label. So let's see what the advice is for those who find themselves in that position. Seven of Wands, 10 of Wands in the reverse, 5 of Wands. Okay. So there's going to be a situation, guys, where there is something that's cut out because someone is just going in a new direction. If there was something that was gray area, I feel like at least one person is realizing what they need to do. I feel that this is going to be a month where that gray area now becomes black or white. You know what side of the spectrum you're on. You know if this person is going to be in your life or not, and that decision is being made. But let's clarify this. We have the Three of Swords, the Nine of Swords. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm working in this this common area in the building that I live in. Like anyone in the building can use it. It's like a first come first serve thing, but it has like a light sensor. So if I don't move around a lot, it'll just turn off. So I'm sorry, guys. There's no ghost fucking with the light right now. Last card you guys got was the Ace of Swords. So if there's a situation that's stressing you out, burdening you, just something that's heavily on your mind where you feel conflicted, that's definitely something that you're moving away from. There's definitely something new that's coming in, and I see the bullshit being put in the past. So I see a very healthy transition for you guys this month, where whether you're heartbroken or you're just choosing to go in a new direction, you still come across something good. So if you do find yourself in a tough spot where maybe it's hard to let someone go and you're devastated about that, you have something very solid coming in. So soon you'll see, you know, although one door closed, another one did open, and everything's happening for a reason. So I see a very positive outcome either way, guys. Okay. So good stuff. Again, guys, if you want to check out my social medias, I'll leave all of that information in the description below. If you guys need personal readings, I did open that back up for mini readings. I do have same-day reading options, so you'll get that within 24 hours, and then emergency readings, which you'll get within 5 days. So just check out the website, guys. I just let everyone know, just read the description on all the readings before purchasing so you know the wait times, what to expect, and all of that. But I am here, guys. I love y'all, and I'll be back with your November mid-month next. Take care, guys.